Today's gaming news includes the status of the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, the Nintendo Switch will blow you away, and one of the most anticipated Xbox One exclusives is no more. Let's get right into this. The Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 are the two primary Square Enix Japanese projects, and director Tetsuya Nomura spoke on both games in an interview with Famitsu. On Kingdom Hearts 3, he said, quote, "While I can't make any sweeping statement because the development process is different from what we've done so far, there are still worlds untouched. Production is progressing on unannounced worlds in a state that we cannot show them off. In terms of state of development, there is still some way to go," end quote. On the Final Fantasy VII Remake, he said, quote, "We're steadily progressing on production. While we are making them, I apologize that the wait will be a bit long for Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am very sorry, but to the degree I will make a game that will meet your expectations," end quote. He finally added, quote, "Last year I didn't put out much information on either title, but this year I want to show our progress at an event somewhere. The release of the titles themselves still have a way to go, but there are many titles releasing this year if you can wait for any surprises," end quote. So it doesn't look like Kingdom Hearts 3 will make 2017. Final Fantasy VII is still a bit odd since we don't know the specifics about the game being episodic, but it looks like we still have a lot of waiting to do, which has become a bit typical when Square Enix releases an ambitious Japanese RPG. At the very least, it does look like we'll have more information about both titles this year. News about the Nintendo Switch has been coming in steadily prior to the January 12th news event, and Nvidia CEO has spoken on the console saying, quote, "It's very Nintendo. That entire experience is gonna be very Nintendo. The beauty of that company, the craft of that company, the philosophy of that company, they're myopically, singularly focusing on making sure that the gaming experience is amazing, surprising, and safe for young people, for children." He continued saying, quote, "When you guys all see Switch, I believe people are going to be blown away, quite frankly. It's really delightful," end quote. The Switch does run on Nvidia tech, so obviously he's gonna have positive remarks. We'll find out more on the Switch on January 12th. Rumors have circulated that it'll be $250 and Zelda Breath of the Wild may actually make the launch, and if that's accurate, it'll be a force to reckon with. Next up, some extremely disappointing news for Xbox One owners. Platinum Games Scalebound has been officially canceled. The game was a very technically impressive action RPG, and Microsoft announced the cancellation in a statement saying, quote, "After careful deliberation, Microsoft Studios has come to the decision to end production for Scalebound. We're working harder to deliver an amazing lineup of games to our fans this year, including Halo Wars 2, Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, and other great experiences," end quote. This is a bit surprising considering that it seemed like Scalebound was actually coming along in terms of development. Sure, some of the gameplay looked a bit unpolished, but that was to be expected when the game was far out. Platinum may continue the game separate from Microsoft's partnership, but that's unknown at this point. Hopefully they do.
It's too far from my bow! It's getting close! Going up! Okay, let's drop some bombs in this thing! It's underwater! Stay on it!
Finally, let's end with some positive news for Xbox. Halo boss Frank O'Connor spoke on Project Scorpio saying, quote, "Although I probably know what Scorpio's specs are, in that I may have seen it in a slide or something, it's literally not something I have time to think about right now, and I actually couldn't remember whatever specs I've been exposed to, even if I was tortured. What I do remember is that it's beefier than I expected," end quote. Scorpio is shaping up to be a very powerful console with Scalebound out of the window now. Hopefully it has a solid lineup of games supporting it. Time will tell. So that wraps up gaming news for the day. What do you think? Are you still excited for the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, or is the wait becoming too long? Disappointed on Scalebound's cancellation? Comment your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.